click the link below or go straight to mr.locario.com to get the documentary Game Kings, The Definition of Game. Yo, what's going on? What's poppin'? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So I got an email from a subscriber, and this subscriber sent a donation. So thanks for your donation. And remember, guys, if you want to guarantee that your question will be answered, make sure you click the link below and send a donation. So this one says, hey, Mr. Locario, I'm a guy who is nearly 30 and I live in a country in the Middle East. Now, if you're not aware, the society here tends to be more conservative in terms of dating and relationships. My situation is I go out during the week at least 3 times to cafes and public venues where a lot of women hang out. But due to the fact that girls reject 99% of the guys, makes it not worth it to approach random women in the first place, even though these girls do not seem that conservative, but they reject probably because they don't want to get swarmed by hundreds of other guys if they say yes. Now, as a result, I started going for pickup in social media such as Instagram and other social apps. And unfortunately, in these apps, girls are just not as responsive as real life unless you demonstrate what you're doing in your life, from hobbies, working out, hanging out with friends, etc. So that's why I started posting things related to my artwork and my working out routine on these platforms, but I'm not enjoying it because it feels so fake and the results are fairly weak. Additionally, I tried Tinder and it's all BS. Let me know what you think. All right. Yeah. So basically, this is the thing. See, I've never actually been to the Middle East. I have dated Middle Eastern women who were in America, but I've never been to the Middle East. And so what you're saying is that, you know, there's more of a conservative situation going on over there. And now, so the thing is that I know in certain areas, certain countries, certain, you know, cultures, there's going to be probably a little bit more of a difficult thing when it comes to you trying to make shit happen with women. You know what I'm saying? Based off of the type of society that you're in, right? So you're going to most likely have an easier time pulling chicks in America or probably, you know, London or something versus where you're at in the Middle East, right? Now, the thing you got to understand is this, though, is that you have to learn how to change your strategy. And basically that means switching up your game based off of your circumstances and situations, right? And see, this is something very important that all men need to understand when it comes to game, is that you need to be able to identify what's going on in your situation and figure out the best strategy for you based off of the circumstances that you're in. Right. So now, you know, since you're in a conservative, you know, situation, conservative society, right, you're going to have to figure out what's going to be the best course of action to get you from point A to point B, with knowing how things are going on in your area, right? Now, I don't know exactly how things are going on in your area, but you know this. You feel what I'm saying? So then you're going to need to be able to adapt and switch up your situation based off that. Now, for example, I'll give you an example of, I had a guy hit me up, and he's from America, right? But he was saying that in his city, because of the COVID stuff, you know, a lot of the bars and clubs are shutting down, and, you know, there's nobody there, and, you know, they're closing them up or whatever. And he said that's where he would, you know, go to holler at girls and get chicks. But he was like, since all of that stuff is, you know, kind of like not really popping off, he's like, how the hell am I going to get girls? Right. So basically I told him, I said, bro, you gotta switch your shit up. Right. So now I said to him, you know, you got to go online and holler at chicks online, right? But then he was like, oh, but if I'm hollering at them online, where am I going to take them? Because all the spots is closed. And, you know, if I'm trying to take them for a drink, where, you know, so I said, okay, well, based off of the, you know, the circumstance and the situation of, you know, the bars and the clubs and places being closed, what else do you think you can do to be able to still get the girls, right? So then, you know, I told him, look, FaceTime. So you match with a girl on Tinder or whatever it is. You FaceTime her. That's your date, quote unquote, right? You know what I'm saying? And then based off of, the interaction you have with the chick, then you tell her, hey, come to my spot or I'll go to your spot and we'll make it happen, right? So then he started doing that. And then he was able to just FaceTime girls on, Tinder, or even like girls he met off of Instagram or whatever, right? And then the girls will come to his spot. So basically he had to switch his game up based off of the situation that he's in, which was that the spots were closed. And so he had to find different ways in order to get the chick. You see what I'm saying? So based off of your circumstance and your situation, you got to find different ways to make the thing happen, right? Now, you were saying that in your email, you was like, a lot of these girls are either they reject 99% of guys or they rejecting all these guys or whatever. And see, you're experiencing the rejections, but trust and believe there are guys out there making stuff happen. So you want to be the type of guy that's able to make stuff happen. Now, shout out to my dude, Mr. Limba channel. I remember he did a video a while ago where he said something to the effect of women are going to either follow society or they're going to follow their man, right? And so even though you're in a conservative situation, a conservative society, you still need to get to the point where your game is so on point that the women that you deal with or talk to or try to make something happen with, even though they're influenced by society, they're going to say, fuck that shit and want to fuck with you and be about what you're about. You understand what I'm saying? And so that's when your game is really tight and really on point, where, these women will, basically just still follow your lead and do what you're trying to do because they're so enthralled with who you are, what you're about, and all that other stuff. You see what I'm saying? So, based off of how tight your mouthpiece is, how interesting you are, how sexually attracted the woman is to you, stuff like that, that will be able to influence the chick to make things happen. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you still have to figure out, what's going on and know how to switch up your situation to be able to make things work in your favor. You understand what I'm saying? And if it gets to the point where, it's still being a little bit difficult for you, you might need to just go to another area, go to another country, go to another spot where it's a little bit more, where it's a little less conservative, where it's, where the women are a little bit more sexually free to be able to make things go down. You see what I'm saying? Because trust and believe, there's certain women in your area now that are like that, but because you're in that conservative society, it's going to be, it's not really that open. You understand, in that sense, versus if you were in another area where it's a little bit more, open as far as how the women in that society are able to just be on some sexually free type of energy. You understand? Then if you're in that situation, it'll be a little bit more easier to pull. You understand what I'm saying? But again, like I said, at the end of the day, you have to figure out how to switch up your situation, switch up your game, so that the situations that you're in will work better in your favor. All right. So that's pretty much it. Listen, guys, if you have any questions, make sure you click the link below and I'll holler at you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. Click the link below and get your bad boy gear. Get the t-shirts, Submissive Women Are Sexy, Binary as Fuck, and I'm God to These Hoes. Click the link below to get your bad boy gear today. Now, before you go, click the link below and go to badboymembership.com. Now, badboymembership.com is a place where you go to get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Listen, I know you're tired of being rejected. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of being afraid to approach women. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of not getting the women that you want. Go to badboymembership.com. Listen, I know you're tired of being alone on a Friday night. Go to badboymembership.com. Now picture this. You'll go from not getting what you want when it comes to you dealing with women, to actually getting what you want, to being the guy women want to be with, women want to date, women want to have sex with. All you need to do is go to badboymembership.com, follow the steps, learn the game, implement the game, and then you will get the woman you want. Make sure you go to badboymembership.com today. Click the link below.